Hi there, I'm Luke with Dakota Irish. If you've been following Dakota Irish for a while, you'll know how passionate I am about bringing really high quality, beautiful products to the tabletop role-playing market, including whether it be really awesome dice like metal and gemstone and plastic dice, or my handcrafted dice trays, dice towers, and dice vaults. But one of the things that I'm really passionate about is bringing innovation and new things to market within our hobby, because for a long time there wasn't a huge amount of innovation. And one of the things that I've seen over the course of my years in woodworking and in the business is some really cool boxes and things created from laser engraving. And so I worked with a company called Papa Badger to create a new type of dice box which fits seamlessly with my handcrafted stuff, but brings the price point down a little bit and also has some really cool features that I think you guys are going to absolutely love. So let me give you a quick look at the different designs that we have, and also the different kind of options you have with the Spellbook dice boxes. So first of all, we have 4 unique designs. We have the Kraken Dice design, which is kind of a cool polyhedral design. It shows all the different D20 down to D4 on it, and a kind of a Kraken-esque Cthulhu type design. It's really cool. It fits over most of the front of the box. This is a magnetic clasping one, so there's 4 strong rare earth magnets in it. There's also a bit of a pillar here that helps keep the lid from moving back and forth, while the magnets keep the lid from popping up, right? So they're quite strong. This design in particular has the card design, so you can put, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second, but you can put cards in there, you can put dice in there, you can put dice in both of them, pens, pencils, erasers, things like that in there. These aren't designed, by the way, just for D&D or Pathfinder. They can be used for Vampire, War Machine, Warhammer, GURPS, name your system. They're pretty much usable across the board. Some of the designs like this one are maybe a little bit more D&D themed in terms of having the 7 dice in it, but most of them are pretty generic. In fact, as you'll see here, the other design that we have is this lovely kind of polyhedral hourglass design. So this one in particular has leather straps on it, and these are leather. And they also have magnets that snap down. They're really cool, but really satisfying as well. They have a post in the middle to keep it from moving, felt lining as well, and in this case it's the same card design. You see this beautiful wood hinge. This is what I was talking about seeing some cool things in the market when it came to laser engraving. One of them is this really awesome hinge. And also just in terms of how it's connected together, it's got these cool posts at the back. That's how everything snaps in together. It's all comes pre-assembled, but it's just how when it gets assembled, those are kind of pieces on it. You can see the studs, they're studded into the wood, so they're quite strong. And as you'll see in a minute, these straps add kind of a little bit extra layer of security and strength to the mechanism. We also have an Adventure Begins box. So a really cool dragon with a tower there, or a castle tower, whatever you like, with the words that the adventure begins on it. This one is in our 3-slot design. So again, you could have tokens in there, you could have dice, you can have pencils, you can have whatever you like, whatever fits in there. We'll also probably later on in the year be offering a model that just has open space there, maybe 2 compartments that would be a little bit more modular for somebody who maybe needs a bit more space. Now, just to show you some uses for it, so here's the magnetic box. You can see here, this is one with the card design. You can see I have dice there, cards, and a nice wooden pen. That's one use for it. They're quite strong. Again, really hard to open up, right? This one here is the one with the straps, and it's the 3-slot model. So I've got some metal dice there, some pens, and a wooden pencil there, eraser, some other dice. Again, you could have markers where you want in there. These are very strong. I mean, like, I'm rolling open. So nothing's coming out of there. In fact, it'll actually bend here at the hinge first before it'll even open with the straps. So they're brilliant. They're really strong, keep everything secure. And in fact, one of the cool things as well is that I made sure that they fit inside my trays. So if any of you guys know my trays and know my work, every tray is individually handcrafted from start to finish. It does not go, there's no processing or production line or anything like that. It's all individually crafted. Every piece is glued together. There's no hardware in these other than the screws and the feet. But they're also designed to be modular. And so my dice towers and my dice vaults will fit in here. You'd have a dice tower here or here, as well as having the new Spellbook. dice box in there. So it's a really great way of kind of containing everything and holding it together while you're transporting it and traveling, while also, you know, being a cool thing. And, you know, when you're at the table, you can leave it in there and open it up just like that. Pretty awesome. And in terms of the finishes, we have the natural finish, we have the dark stain finish, the dark stain finish, and we also have this black finish, which it's really hard to see sometimes on camera, the design, but in person, it's absolutely, they're very clear, very visible. In fact, the black kind of nearly sets off the design and makes it even easier to see. And I have to say the finish is really amazing. Aside from the cutting out of the different pieces, everything's put together by hand, then sprayed by hand and assembled by hand, right? So aside from the initial laser cutting of the pieces, everything else is done completely by hand. So they're really high quality. We go through a really strong Q&A process, and I 100% guarantee these as well, just like I do with all my products. I'm sure some of you are wondering, well, why don't you kickstart them? One, I don't need to kickstart them because we can produce them as they come along. But secondly, and probably more importantly, I don't agree with the Kickstarter model, and particularly when you have established companies using Kickstarter for things that they don't need to use it for, I feel like is kind of a you know, please share this video or share these products with your friends, share them in groups on Facebook and share them on Instagram, share them in Twitter, you know, tell your gaming groups about them. Just get the word out and let everybody know so that we can just get these in the hands of gamers, because they're really freaking fantastic. They're really, really good. Thanks for watching the video. I hope this is helpful, informative. If you have any questions at all or anything I didn't answer on here for you, please leave comments or questions in below, or you can email us at info@decodeirish.com, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks very much for watching. Please share with your friends and family and across the socials. And yeah, thanks.